Hi there, my name is Will, and I decided to pack up everything and move to a different place every month or two. So, you might be wondering why that is. Why did I end up doing that? Well, as I round out my 20s and my 30s started, I basically stayed in the same place, my hometown area, for my whole life. So I thought, you know, life is meant to be more than that. If I just kept going the way I did, I would just go through the motions and then I would be 35, 40, just living that same boring, predictable life in a more slow paced area. So I found a new job that allowed me to work remote, and I pitched the idea to my boss, and he was willing to do it. So, long story short, this is where I am right now. New place, new home. And you're probably wondering what's the first destination. I wonder if you can tell. Leave a comment below. But this is Brooklyn, New York. New York City, baby. The place where dreams are made of. Now, come with me on this journey. This is episode 1 of what I want to tell you. I want to share with you my first day and my first thoughts. So day 1, I actually drove up with my family because my sister was starting college here. And it was a crazy drive up. Overall, pretty easy, but I guess the biggest thing was that we actually missed the right road when we drove into the city over the underground pass that goes under the water that enters New York. And we entered New York through the tunnel, but then we basically screwed up and took a wrong turn, and then ended up going all the way back through the tunnel in the opposite direction, and then we had to come around and go through the tunnel again. So, fun story there. So after a bunch of hassle, just moving in and out, we got to explore the Manhattan area, and we took the metro. It was about 30 minutes down to Chinatown, and explored the Chinatown and Little Italy in the area, and we had some good food there. I found a place that I found online. It was a dumpling place with just affordable dumplings, 10 for $4 each, and we had ourselves a little feast there, and that was that. I want this channel to be about the struggles, not just the positive parts, because there are struggles that I have to overcome and things that I have to get through. And I don't want this channel to be one with content that's just making people feel jealous. I want it to inspire people. So because of that, I am going to share my struggles. So this channel is basically going to be my vlogs, my adventures with this crazy opportunity to travel. But there are challenges, there are struggles, and I want to touch on a few. First, I still have a job. I have a 9-to-5 job that I have to perform at 8 hours a day, not including lunch break. And then, I have to make sure my internet and everything is good, and that this movement doesn't affect my mental state and performance. The second thing is all the anxiety and all the other stuff that goes with this. I've been absorbing advice and positive thoughts and ideas on this, so I'm not going to touch too much on the negative, but there is anxiety here. There is anxiety about where I'm going. Is it the right place? Is it safe? Did I make the right move? Am I going to make any friends here? Or even if there's a bunch of people, am I just going to still be lonely because they're just a crowd of strangers? So all these things going, but I try and stay positive. One quote I heard was, what you focus on expands. If you focus on the bad things that's going to happen, it's going to happen. If you're going to focus on the good, more likely the good's going to happen. First day in New York City was a blast. We got to see all sorts of stuff. I took them to a few Chinese bakeries nearby that I found pretty darn cool. We just shopped the area. There's people selling stuff on the street. There was really cool stores selling desserts and ice cream and stuff, and that was a blast. Then we took our time and then found our way back to our hotel. Now the issue was bathrooms. Where the heck do you go if you really have to go without having to spend 30 minutes waiting on a train till you get back home? We ended up finding a Popeyes, and you just pay a little bit and then they'll give you the bathroom code, and that was the first part of the adventure and first day there. Overall went well. We had a nice place we were staying, probably much more expensive than I'm paying for, but that was something my parents covered, and shout out to my mom for that. And that was basically a first day. Pretty darn good overall, and yeah. Now stay tuned for episode 2 of this YouTube channel, because that is when I'll cover the costs where I'm staying now, Brooklyn, which is different from Manhattan, the research I did, the anxiety, the philosophies, the things that I tackled, all the things that went into getting to where I am right now, and all the other challenges I'll be facing in the future. You'll learn how much my Airbnb cost, and you'll learn the mistakes that I've already made. But yeah, I just want to end it by saying that my first day was overall a success, generally speaking, because I had the guidance with my family to kind of help me along. And I ended the day just sleeping in the hotel and then working through a few anxieties. Some thoughts that my mom said and that I read through books kind of helped me. 1, what you think about expands. 2, I have that maneuverability. So if worst case situation, I fail, I can't make it here, I can just fly back home. And then third one is no or little expectations. The secret to happiness in life is little expectations. That's a quote by Charlie Munger. And what he means by that is, if you don't expect much, you won't be disappointed and unhappy. Just having food on the table is good enough. And yeah, I definitely had anxieties, because what if I couldn't make friends here? What if I just felt all lonely all the time? But that's for episode 2. And I will have to say, stay tuned for that one, because then you'll find out a lot more.